Bitcoin, we start with daily chart. Just I want to give a quick update. If you refer to my last analysis, when the price was below 35, somewhere around 34,800, I mentioned we're looking for buy. And I mentioned the first target we are looking for is 36K in my last analysis. Even since the price was within here, we mentioned the first target that we are looking for is 36K. As we can see, the price tagged the 36K, but there was no breakout because we mentioned after the breakout of the 36K, we can look for 42K. As you can see, the price tagged the 36K. Now we want to see what's the next, whether this is a correction or we can look for continuation. Anyway, we start with the higher time frame and you want to see what's the next. And if we move to daily chart, again, if we refer to my last analysis, we have been looking for 36K, the price tag. And we with the breakout of the 36K, the next target I'm looking for is 42, following by 48,600. Then from there, we can look for continuation and the event tag or breakout of the all-time high. And if we refer to the MACD, it is to turn to, I mean, we can see it turn to a green. And hopefully we can look for continuation. And based on monthly chart, we don't have much information. And if you move to lower time frame, and even based on weekly, similar to what we explained based on monthly chart with the breakout of the 36, we can look for 42K. And if we refer to the MACD, we have a divergence, and another indicators also, we have a divergence. But at this point, we need to care about the divergence, but we are not looking for the reversal or a really deep correction. Okay, that's why we want to see whether the price can break the 36 or not. And even based on weekly, I don't see any trade setup. And if I move to lower time frame based on daily chart, the only thing is, even based on daily, we don't have a trade setup. We prefer to see the breakout of this correction that the way is moving as a sharp move, because if the price continues as a corrective move, mostly following by the divergence, we can look for the next drop and it can turn to a deeper correction. Because if the price continues a corrective move, mostly we will have a divergence, because as we can see at this point also we can look for the divergence. That means we have a divergence. Again, it doesn't mean the price is going to reverse. We are looking for continuation. The only thing is how it can continue. That's why we prefer to see the breakout of the 36 as a sharp move. Okay, in that case, any flag above the 36K, we can look for the next trade setup. Buying within this correction at this point can be, I mean, the traders, they can look for buy. It depends on the strategy they use, but it can be quite risky. And as I mentioned, we don't have any trade setup. And for those traders who get the trade for buy from here, maybe they can move their stop loss to book below this correction or book some profit. And again, we are looking to see whether the price can break the 36K. And if we move to forward chart, based on forward chart, even with the breakout of this correction, the 36, we will have a divergence, which that's why we have to see the breakout as a sharp move. If the price could break as a sharp move, we don't care about the divergence. If not, we see the continuation as a corrective move, similar to what we have here, as what I draw here. I mean, as an example, if we see the continuation as what I draw here, following by divergence, this is where we need to be quite careful. All right, and buying at the top of this correction again, it depends on the traders, but for me, I prefer to see the breakout. Then from there, we can look for flag. And if we move to lower time frame, for 1 hour chart, at this point, I don't see any trade setup. If we get a flag from here, we can look for buy. But again, I'm not really interested to buy at this as low, I mean, below the 36K. If the price at this point, if the price could break 36, I will buy. If not, we see the price drop to somewhere below 35, then we have to see whether we can get the trade setup or not. That's mean at this point, we don't have a trade setup. The only thing is we have to manage our trades. In this case, we just follow the chart. If I see any update, I will share. Thanks.